Shubhodaya, good morning all. The success in yoga depends on how well we implement Yama and Niyama in our life. Yama, the 5 in number, the limbs of Yama starts with ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha. They are like the defense ministry, protects us from the negative impact from the outside world. The 5 principles of Niyama, 5 limbs of Niyama starts with saucha, santosha, tapa, Svadhyaya and Isvara pranidana. These 5 limbs of Niyama are like home ministry, enriches our personality, and so that we won't become a burden for the society. Yama makes sure that other world won't be a burden on us. Niyama makes sure that we won't go beyond our boundaries. Everyone has a boundary. We won't step out of our boundary and become a nuisance to others. We are in Bhagavad Geeta. Bhagavad Geeta, Shri Krishna talks about principles of Yama and Niyama. Yasmano dvijate loko, loka no dvijate chayaha. He talks about world should not be a burden to you, nor you should become a burden to the world. In the Bhagavad Geeta, Shri Krishna talks about how we should lead. Not to complain the world has become a nuisance. World should not be a burden to you, nor you should be a burden to the world. And we all are travelers. The travelers, we are here, we are a temporary resident here. We are on a temporary resident. We are on a short stay here on this planet Earth. We are a traveler. If you are applying for a passport, they request you to get police clearance. If I am applying for a loan, the banks, they will do a credit check. They do the credit check to make sure that we are cleared through the police, we have enough credit rating. And our travel from here to the next place, according to the Creator's mind, how is your credit rating? Have you got police clearance? Based on our credit rating, we are positioned, placed in such a situation that our unfoldment happens. Whether we progress or go down, it is based on our credit rating. How well you have given an opportunity here to stay here. Whatever is your duration, how well you have utilized. You have given an opportunity to whatever length of time. Your credit rating is based on how well you utilize your time. If you are selfish, living for yourself, and your credit rating goes down. If you are reaching out, helping out, your credit rating goes up. How some people are having a good time, some people go through the bad time. It is the Creator, He is not partial to anyone based on our credit rating. We don't have any credit. We are in debt. Then what can He do? He has to give the place, the opportunities according to our credit or debt. It says you should utilize this time. The time is precious, not to squander. It's a given opportunity. Make best of this time so that your credit rating goes up. You have to lead such a way that your credit rating goes up. And if Islam belongs to only Muslims, if Christianity belongs to only Christians, if Buddhism belongs to only Buddhists, or if Hinduism belongs to only Hindus, then whom this humanity is for? All religions are for the sake of humanity, not the other way around. Humanity is not for the sake of religion. All religions are there for the humanity, not other way around. We have mistook that one and we think we are here for the protecting our religion. Because of that, so much of conflicts are around. When we realize that the humanity, the humanity is far higher than the religion. Humanity is, we have to reach out, support each other. We have to see the Supreme Lord pervading everywhere, support everywhere. That concept is called as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudha eva Kutumbakam. Whole world is one, one place. It's a whole world is one family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. When this concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam dawns, this world becomes a better place to live. What a better place. Otherwise, so much of crisis is happening around the world, and we have to, the dawning of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is paramount for our survival and for our next generation also. That concept is very vital. And one of the principles of Niyama is Svadhyaya. The Svadhyaya, I have been covering Svadhyaya. The Svadhyaya doesn't mean just reading the scriptures. Just reading the scriptures and understanding the literal meaning, it is not the Svadhyaya. In the Taittiriya Upanishad talks about Svadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. You should not forego the study, self-study, and passing on whatever you understood to others. You should not forego that one. The Svadhyaya, not the literal meaning, what applied meaning you should get that one. How relevant is that one for your life? The text may be so glorious. If I can't relate to my personal life, the text is of no use for me. Whatever the text I am reading, I should be able to get the benefit out of that one. I should be able to relate to my personal life. Application part should be there. If the application part is not there, text itself is of no use for me. When I'm the teaching, when I have to Svadhyaya pravachanabhyam, whatever the learning gets strengthened when I pass it on to others. You should not ever forego the passing on whatever you have learned to others. Before passing on, you should practice yourself. If I say to all of you, get up at 4 o'clock and do your asana, yoga sadhana, dhyana you do, I myself is getting up at 8 o'clock, it is my words won't have any impact on you. One story, one lady took her son to Paramahamsa Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and she requested please advise my son that not to eat too much of sweets. He always eats sweets. It is not good for him. Please tell him. And Paramahamsa, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa ji, he asked that lady to bring this boy back after 1 week. She brought him back after 1 week. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa ji, he told that boy not to eat too much of sweets. Then that lady said, this word you could have told last week itself. Why did you make me come back? He said, I myself was eating too much of sweets. And for 1 week, I practiced staying away from sweets. When I am practicing myself, I have right to say. I myself do not practice. What right I have to tell others? That's the message. The Svadhyaya pravachanabhyam. Before you talk, you should be practicing. You should be practicing. Otherwise, words will carry no weightage. And the Svadhyaya, when I am reading the learning should not make me arrogant. Some people, they after reading, they think they are great scholars, they become high-headed. If you are becoming arrogant through learning the scriptures, that means you haven't learned. In Bhagavad Geeta, Shri Krishna talks about the mark of a person who is studying Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Vinaya, politeness should be there, humility should be there. As you start learning, you should be humble in your life. Like a tree bearing so much of fruits, the tree bends down. When the fruit starts coming out, it should come down, like branches are coming down. Like as we started acquiring the knowledge, we should be grounded, we should become, the humility should dawn within. The Svadhyaya, through the Svadhyaya, when the Svadhyaya dawns, the concept of Vasudeva Kutumbakam should dawn in us. Through Svadhyaya, we should see all-pervading Lord everywhere, and we should reach out to others everywhere, so that the Svadhyaya should lead to improving our credit rating here, so that our stay here is enjoyable and our next destination also is enjoyable. We are a traveler, we should not forget about that one. We don't know how is our next destination. We should make sure that we should enrich our credit rating here. Lie down on your back.